Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this War of Mine Perfect Start, episode 13. So, we've had no raid. We've come back, we've collected our bits and pieces from our scavenging, and now it's time to deal with another day inside the shelter. So, today we will make the improved stove, something that needs to be done, and we will get that built. So in the last episode we made the improved heater, and in this episode, as I said, it's time to make the improved stove. So the meals that we cook are more nutritious and give better hunger satiating qualities than the basic stove that we currently have. We also need to make some water filters along the way. We need to get more cigarettes for our smokers, and we also need other bits and pieces that we will do along the way, as well as some scavenging. So do stay tuned and stick in for the ride as we go through more of this perfect start. So let's send Bruno up to the workbench. Katya's sitting down, that's fine, at least it's warm. Yep, that's because we threw some wood on, so the temperature is up to 19 degrees Celsius. Believe you and me, later on in the series we're going to be needing mountains of wood, and you will see why. Okay, we still cannot make that damn alcohol distiller. It's still not there. We can't make the thermoregulator either. We do have a guitar, of course, and we could make another one, but we've already got one, so we certainly don't need another one. We could make the herbal garden as well, and don't worry, before this series is out, we will make it. But for now, let's make a water filter and get that put in for more water, because we are going to need food. Everyone's hungry at the moment, but they're not very hungry, and as I said, the other thing is we're going to get that stove upgraded. So our trap currently hasn't got any food in it. We don't have any food either at the moment to cook. We don't have any veg, and we don't have any meat, so not great. So another thing, as always, go to the radio, switch it on. Might as well put some classical music on. So here we go. Oh, that's Radio Porygon. So let's scroll around till we find that classical music. There we go. Exit the radio, and let's upgrade the stove. Okay, so down Bruno comes. Here we go. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Okay, so we can certainly make our improved stove. So here we go. It's more efficient, and as I said, it's going to make our food even better. Yes, we do indeed need food, Bruno. You're not wrong, because we haven't got any. That trap still hasn't relinquished anything as of yet. So we are struggling for food, as we have been for the last few episodes. But that's the whole point of this game. It's not easy to get all the way through to the end, and we will get all the way through to the end. So do keep watching for these episodes as they come out. And if you didn't catch my live stream of this War of Mine, then check that out as well. It's in the same playlist, so give that a watch. Okay, so Bruno has now upgraded the stove. We might as well get the water filter added as well, so that we have a larger supply of water, of course. And then the next thing to do is have a look and see how we are doing for cigarettes. Okay, so make, there we go. He's going to get that done. At the moment, of course, we've got people asleep. Katya's not doing anything. And something else we'll be doing over the course of today's video is a lot of trade. Not today, mind you, but we will be doing a lot of trade. Okay, right, so Marco is up and about. Katya's obviously sitting pretty. We've got 3 bandages and 3 medications, so 3 quality medications and 2 herbal medications, which is good stuff. Right, time to scavenge. So of course Marco is the guy that we want to go and scavenge. Who do we want to guard? Well, of course, that's got to be Roman. He's the military guy. And now all we need to decide is where we're going to go for our scavenging. So, Shelled School, Bakery, Decrepit Squat, Ruined Block of Flats. That's got food in it still. I'm still resisting going back there for now, because you never know, we might find stuff elsewhere. Or do we just go to the Ruined Block of Flats and clear out all the food? Therein lies the ultimate question. Or do we go to a new location that we haven't been to yet? This is all personal choice at the end of the day. The hotel does have lots of everything, but we know that there is food and there's no danger in the ruined block of flats. So let's take the axe and the saw blade, and off we trot, and let's see. So first item, what's in there? Okay, so we've got 5 food in here and a load of wood. Let's grab all. Okay, up we go into the location, because now all we're really going to be looking for is something to smash up with the axe, if there is anything still here. From memory, I think we might have a couple of things that we can chop up. Yep, here's one. So let's get that chopped up. That's going to yield some wood and fuel. There we go. Let's have a look. How much is in there? Okay, we can grab all that as well. We've got 2 slots left. And at the end of the day, this location is basically stripped. We could, in a very worst case scenario, come back here, but really we're going to take the fuel and leave the wood behind, because there'll only be a few bits. So let's have a look. We're still going to have a full backpack at the end of the day. So yep, we've got plenty of fuel to take. So take all that. We've got 1 spare slot, so we can take 3 more bits of wood, and that's going to leave 6 pieces of wood behind. Nothing worth worrying about, so exit. So those of you that were seeing me empty that first pile and going, oh my goodness, you've got rid of the near to the entrance pile. Yeah, that's because I have no intention of coming back to this location ever again. So off we trot, run to the exit, and we will start the next day. So Marco is back and we are on to day 28, so early late game. Okay, so potentially there is only 12 days left until potentially the conflict will be over. We've had no raid, that's always very good. So now we have very hungry. Well, that's handy because we can send Marco to sleep. We've got Katja can go to the workbench, and Bruno can go and cook up 3 meals. Now the temperature's 13 degrees, so let's get Katja to add some fuel to the heater, the improved heater, and then get her to go to the workbench. Okay, so here we go. We can make some food now, so we can make 4 potentially. We've got enough water, so let's make 4 out of 5 and make. Now the trap still hasn't generated any food, but hopefully within the next 24 hours that will give us another 2, which is another 3 meals, and hopefully we'll be able to get some veg from the trader, but we'll have to wait and see. Now we could construct another armchair, but I think for now we'll just make another couple of water filters, because of course we've just used all of our water. So get those made. Okay, he's cooking away, Catch is building away. Okay, Roman's up at the top. He should need sleep, but we're ignoring him for now because everyone's very hungry. So we'll deal with hunger and then we can deal with sleep. So let's bring him down. We'll get him fed and then we'll get him off to bed. So there we go. Bruno, you go over to the Metalwork Bench because we need you to do stuff as well. So what do we want to do? So we can make some more ammunition. So let's make 3 more bullets. That's how many we can make. Or, yeah, we'll make. So let's get those bullets made. Catch is now doing nothing. Okay, so we'll get her over as well. So she's our next person to eat a meal. There we go. And let's go to Roman and we can send him off to bed. So he's not going to be tired tonight. And Katja, there we go. We can get her to come down and stand by the door or play some music. Doesn't really matter which. Oh, no, there we go. The trader is at the door. You do notice I cut that and skipped a little bit forwards. So off she goes and we're going to do some trading, some heavy trading. Okay, right, we can make some homegrown tobacco, so get that made because that will make some more cigarettes. So let's make some homegrown tobacco. Okay, right, open the door, Katja. Always a good idea first. Okay, have a look what I brought, of course. Let's have a look. Trade. Okay, now we've got lots of good... Oh, veg, good. That we do need. We need tobacco because we haven't got any, so we need some to make cigarettes. What else do we need? Let's see what we can trade first. Now, we've only got 2 guns now because, of course, we've already traded our 3rd. So our high value items, we don't have many. We do still have a knife as well. We've got a couple of extra rounds there that we can buy. What are we going to trade with? Good question. So we've got 3 of our decent medicine, so that's very generous of us. so we can now get more stuff. So what do we want to get? Let's go with some more tobacco so we can make more cigarettes. See how much we can get away with. Okay, that's 4. Fine, we can have a deal. Let's see if we can throw some extra stuff into the mix. Can we add water? It won't do, try harder. There, fine, we can have a deal. Okay, so that's our limit. So accept, then go back and trade again. What else do we need and what else can we get rid of? Well, we do have that extra bandage as well, don't we? So I think 2 is a good number to have, and we can use that to trade for more items. But the question is, what do we actually want? So, good question. Again, it's worth looking through everything that he has. So ideally we do need some parts because we don't have many. We can take the extra water as well. And let's see. Now we do have alcohol that we can use to trade. We could trade with wood. Let's see. There we go. Fine, we can have a deal because we've got a lot of wood at the moment. Fine. Okay, it won't do. Okay, fine, we can have a deal. So deal. And then trade again. So I did say we'd be doing a lot of trade. So again, let's have a look at what he's got. So a can of food. Is it worth getting a can of food? Or is there anything else that we want? So parts, we don't have many at the moment, so it would be worth getting some more. Now the question is, what can we trade? So let's go with one of our alcohols and see how many parts we can get. Okay, so we're up to fine, we can have a deal. It won't do, try harder. Okay, so there we go. So that is our limit of what we can get for the bottle of alcohol. Do we add something else to the mix? So again, very generous. Let's see how far we can go. It won't do, try harder. Okay, fine, we can have a deal. Deal, because we've got 6 toys at the end of the day, and we need components more than we need 6 toys. So that's it. There we go. He's going to go again, and we are also near the end of another day. So let's get those cigarettes made. How many can we make? So 4, 8. Let's go all the way. 16 cigarettes, real tobacco cigarettes. So get those made. So that's going to be 16 cigarettes for them to smoke, which should keep them going for quite a while. Catch is going to wander around now, but let's get her to make some water. Okay, there we go. So that is now being made as well. Yep, we do indeed need food, because at the moment we only have 1, but we have 1 veg, so that will make 2 more rations, so that will leave 3. And we do have, do we have anyone who hasn't eaten? Yes, of course we do, and he is just waking up now. So there he is. Marco is still hungry. Let's send him up to have that last meal. And that is then going to allow Bruno to cook 2 more rations, and we still haven't got anything in the trap, so we are still quite heavily reliant on hopefully finding food from other sources. Now, is there anything that we can particularly make? We still can't make that. The thermoregulator, we still need that additional component. Okay, so round people go. Glad I have this book. Sorry, Katia, I know you're reading your book, but let's get you over to the Metalwork Bench. Okay, so we don't have enough weapon parts to repair any of these, although we do have them. We could make an additional crowbar, another axe, or any other tool that we think we need. Now, I think the integrity on the axe that we have is actually fairly good at the moment, so I don't think we necessarily need to make another one. But again, some of this stuff does come down to personal choice when you're playing. But let's exit for now. Don't need to make anything else. Let's just have a look at what we've got. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. Could potentially end the day, or we can do some other... No, because we've just had that last meal eaten. So what we will do is we'll wait for Bruno to finish making those cigarettes. He's only got 4 to go, and then we'll get him to cook a bit more. Now we're down to 5 fuel as well. So we've got 1 in there. We're at 17 degrees. It is a bit cold. So let's get Katia to play some music on the good old guitar. That should cheer her up a bit. And then we will wait. He's on 15 out of 16. So nearly finished the cigarettes. And we can get him to go and make another meal. Okay, so Roman is just hungry. All good. There we go. Bruno's done. let's send him up and we'll get those 2 rations cooked with the veg and the meat. So a nice proper meal, and of course it makes 2 rather than 1. What it should do is 2 separate ingredients at the end of the day. So here we go, so we can click on there. So we're going to use 3 out of our 4 water, we're going to use 1 fuel, 1 meat, 1 veg. Okay, make. So that'll be 2 more rations, and we need to find 2 more food, which should come from the trap, hopefully, fingers crossed, which will be enough to feed everyone. Talking about worrying if we can keep it warm in here, well, it's still plus 17 degrees, it's still nice and comfortable for everyone, so that's fine. Glad I have this book. Alright, yep, every time someone goes to read, I send them off to do a different task. Okay, right. It doesn't actually look like he's reading a book, mind you. There we go, water ready, let's make some more. So we do have that extra filter, so get it used, and we will make some more water, because of course we are running out. And I think pretty much for today, I don't think we really need to do anything else in the shelter, so let's end the day and we'll get ready for the night. And this will be the last scavenging, so as we move into day 29 and the end of episode 13. So again, Marco to scavenge, Roman to guard, and Bruno and Katia to sleep. Now the question is, where do we go? So, new location, semi-detached house, city hospital, St Mary's Church, pharmacy we've visited, supermarket, Shell Brewery and hotel are the only locations that we haven't been to yet. Okay, so St Mary's Church or supermarket. Lots of food, lots of meds, huge amounts of weapons, huge amounts of parts, caution advised. Okay, a crowbar could come in handy. Okay. Righty-ho. Or we go to the Shell Brewery. So again, that was a danger. Okay, so again, dangerous location. So, what about the hotel? Caution advised. Okay, like so the looters have already taken most of the things, but let's go and have a look anyway. Right, so we'll take the axe. We'll take a saw blade because we have no idea what we're going to need, and leave everything else behind. So scavenge. Of course, we may regret not having a shovel, but we'll find out. Okay, so there's next to nothing in there. That's fine. Off we go and into the building, and let's see what we can find. Okay, first searchable location. Only trash and dirt. Fantastic. Oh, look, there's a pile of crap, and we don't have a shovel. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's go upstairs, see what else we can find. Let's have a look in here and see if there is anything of value. Okay, so again, just some components and wood. We might as well grab all, because that's also a choppable location. Let's have a quick look at the information here. So do you want to know how to cheat death? I dug a grave for myself, my old self. He's buried deep in the ground next to this so-called hotel. These sacred grounds purify and grant you a new life. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's have a peep through, see if there's anything there. Doesn't look like it. Okay, oh, it's locked. So we're going to need a key or a crowbar. So back down we go. We don't really have a lot of choice. We're going to have to dig through this mound. But it is going to take a long time. However, hopefully we will be able to get through and see some other stuff. It is taking so long without a shovel. It is. And we don't really have anything else that we can do. And the whole rest of the building is enormous, but we can't access most of it, which isn't particularly helpful. Also, if you pay attention to the time in the top right hand corner, it's how much time we've used. So we're a quarter of the way through our time, and we're not really going to get a huge amount of stuff done purely because we forgot to bring a shovel with us, and that is a lesson. So if you're playing through here and you go to the hotel, bring yourself a shovel on the first visit. Otherwise, you'll be like me. You'll be struggling through a pile of garbage, hoping you're going to be able to get up onto the next floor, and then we'll probably find we're not going to be able to. And as you can see, there are 2 more piles as well that we're going to need to sort through. And there's a couple of hiding spots, and that's about it. Okay, he's nearly through. Now the question is, are we going to be able to get up to the next floor? Because if we're not, we're going to have to end this scavenging early with very few items. Okay, so we're through. Can we go up? Yes, we can. Okay, that is a bit of a lifesaver, and we've now got another pile to work through. Okay, so what's in here? Well, coffee. Well, we might as well grab all. Still got 3 empty slots. We could also chop up the item as well, of course, for fuel. And for some reason... Oh no, is he going to climb up there? Really? Or do we have to... How on earth do we get there then? Oh, we've got to go through that other pile of rubble. Can he not get to the door then? Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Well, we've got quite a bit of stuff. Not as much as we would have liked, but next time we come here, we definitely need to bring a shovel with us. Again, what was interesting was that desk had an axe symbol before, and now it's disappeared. So it's like we've emptied it out, and now we can't break it up. Okay, well, we've got some stuff, not a lot. We'll have to end the day there, I think. Might as well. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we enter day 29, that's it from me, and all it leaves me to say is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course from me, Know It All Gaming, good night. Don't forget to subscribe, and we've been raided.